We're on, and hey everyone, it's Alex and Gio from RaddTitan, and it's another collector's chat. So this is the 30th of March, and yeah, it's been quite a busy week. You know, we'll go in stages, but as I say, we'll invite people in stages again, and we'll get someone on, and we'll try and do that as we did last week.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Have you picked up anything new this week, then, George?
No, that's we're all nice and quiet on the home front. To be honest, everything's nice and set up here. Just had to mess about with my lights, as you can see behind me. Just had to sort of organise them puck lights and stuff, did all the batteries in them, which is a nightmare. The strangest thing was that I literally put. They take 3 batteries each, and I've got about 10 to 12 of them puck lights, yeah. And the only ones that had like corroded were the Duracell battery ones, which were the most expensive batteries I owned.
Motherfuckers, yeah.
So I had to scratch all of that shit out and then try and sort it out. But I managed to save them, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I mean, funny enough, I think Mark got a load of new lights. He put a load of lights in his cabinet, so he was all really happy about that, and. Yeah.
What Mark? Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark Rivera. He put up a load of lights in his cabinets, all similar to your ones.
The puck ones, or the the main.
The puck ones. The puck ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man. I mean, you can see behind me. They're pretty bright. So.
Yeah, I mean, I got a few before, and then I just got a bit pissed off because the batteries were running out too quick. And,
yeah, I've got.
I mean, the ones I bought were not that. Not very cheap anyway, so that's why they probably up the batteries really quickly. But
well, you know, you got this little remote thing that works, isn't it? So you got a remote, and you can just literally you can just go, yep.
Well, that's the thing I liked about your one is yours has got that kind of 30-minute button, so you just literally
I just push that
button, and basically it's on for 30 minutes. You don't have to worry about shit. Turn my lights off. That's why I'm always thinking I didn't turn it off, and they're dead now after one day. Groovy. So, but no, I've actually been fucking stupid, and I had a list of all the stuff, the little the way we were going to go through things, and I've left it at work. So
nice.
Well, good, aren't I? I don't know if you can see, behind me. You should be able to see it up there. You can see my surfer up at the back.
Yeah.
So that came in, and a few other little bits came in. So we'll do the videos for those. So yeah, shout out to Ian Wilkinson, top guy. He done a load of the sort of stuff for me. Also the
Mumra
painted. Yeah, the Mumra in the middle as well. So Mumra there got painted. You can't see.
I can tell. It looks like it's got more wraps on it. Has it got more wraps on it?
Yeah, for some reason there was wraps in the box that weren't, were spare in a bag, and. I don't know, so he just put them on there. He made the sort of shading a bit darker. He got the darkness, he done the sword. You definitely won't be able to see it, but on the J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man, you definitely can't see it. He done like a web shooting out of his arm.
Oh, cool, you have to show us some close-up to that.
He done the kite shield for Captain America, because obviously that came out terrible.
The classic shield.
So, yeah, the classic shield, the kite shield, whatever you want to call it.
Would you call it the kite? You call it
kite
the kite
shield? The shape of it, yeah.
All right. I thought you called it the shite shield. I wasn't sure.
That as well, yeah. From the original paint job on it was pretty shite. So yeah, that was all stuff I got back. I'm doing a deal at the moment for something.
What are you on for? Do you know, or do you know what to say?
Well, yeah. I mean, I got an exclusive Ultron comic cap, because you just got rid of your regular, so I got an exclusive. Quite a good deal for that, actually. So
are you gonna keep it?
Well, I'll get it in hand. I'm a bit too trusting, because the guy wanted to trade, and I know the guy vaguely, so I basically said to him, I can't be bothered to get this thing. I basically bought the thing he wanted to trade because it was cheaper than buying Ultron. So I bought it for him, and I said to him, I'm going to ship it to your house, because with that piece, if it gets shipped to London, it's likely to get broken. And I just said, but remember, I've got your address, so
Yeah. So basically, he's going to get a nice statue sent in the mail. That's nice, man.
Yeah. I'll get it sent to him. It's from the company that I got your Goro from. So basically, that company. So they're
really
German.
good. They're really fast, man.
Yeah, German
Really
company.
quick.
So hopefully, according to the shipping announcements, that should come in before the bank holiday weekend.
Touch.
So quite happy about that. But
And he's going to get that in. He's going to send you Ultron, yeah,
no,
with
no,
the
no.
Vision Head exclusive.
We're going up there. So I've just told him to hold on to it till we go up there.
Yeah,
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 we're going to
cool.
go up there in
Even better.
2 weeks or whenever it is, 2, 3 weeks. So I just said to
Winner,
him.
winner.
He said to me,
Yeah,
he'll drive it. He goes, I'll drive it down to you as soon as I'll bring it straight to you. And I said, don't worry, I'm not in a rush. I
yeah,
spoke to another person who actually wants the Ultron, and
yeah.
they've got a trade for me for a Conan Fury of the Beast. So, if it all works out, basically I've got a Conan Fury of the Beast for less than £300. So, yeah, that's the plan. They all know about
That's
it.
a
They
that's a
all
fun,
know. I mean,
that's a steal, brother.
oh yeah, I mean,
It's funny. It's a funny thing because they're pieces that once you get them in your hand, like the Hellboy one, you wouldn't want to part with it. Once you get that Ultron
well,
in your hand, you
yeah.
wouldn't want to part with it. You know
That
what I
that
mean?
was
And
why. That was the main reason why I sent it straight to him, because I knew if I opened up the box, if I started getting it
set
out,
up,
setting it all up, I'd be
set up.
like, yeah, phone him up. Sorry, buddy, this ain't coming to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's it. Yeah.
what we'll do is I've got a load of pictures actually. So basically this week you're not going to know that much because I mean I've been sending you pictures now and again, but you're not on Facebook. But over the weekend was something called Monsterpalooza, which is
Yeah, I heard about it.
basically
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube. Some
oh
bits
yeah,
from
you watched the
Mad X Collector. Yeah.
Mad X done a video and Raphael done a video, so they were very good videos. And basically there were some pretty good things shown there, more for me than you though. I'm really happy with a few of the things. So, I mean, what I'll do is I will open up some pictures
Go on then,
and
share, brother,
basically
share.
I'll open the first one, which this is nothing announced, nothing special, but this is like someone's taken a picture of it kind of in hand, if that makes sense. So this
Okay.
is I say in hand, but this is the production piece. It will be so the artist print.
Okay.
So this is the first one here. So here you go. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it on your
Yeah, yeah, I
screen.
can see it. Yeah, I can see. I can see the Hellraiser. Yeah, it looks great.
So this is
Looks
the
really good.
Hellraiser, and it
You've got
looks
that
amazing.
coming, right? Yeah,
I've got
you
that
got
coming
that coming,
definitely.
yeah.
He
Yeah, it looks
looks
great.
great. Apparently, I didn't know this was made 4 or 5 years ago, but it's just been on hold
Yeah.
for so long. So
Well,
this is the first.
apparently it was to do with the licensing, mate. It was to do
I
with the
didn't.
licensing.
Yeah, I didn't hear the reasons, but this is the exclusive hand, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So that's that one. I don't know whether now. How do I get out of this? So basically, so that's that one, and then
Yeah.
if I stop sharing that one, so and then the next one I've got is this is something as well which I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for this one first. So basically, this is the next thing, which was our Monsterpalooza. So basically, if anyone if they would have seen the videos for Mad X or for Raphael. So this is the next piece. God, Google is so crap. Here you go. Here's the next piece. So can you
Yeah.
see that? So this
Yeah,
is
man.
new Jason.
I love it.
This, I think the base is amazing on this. The base is basically all of the kills, or some of the kills from part 3.
Yeah. It's the kills from part 3. Yeah, carved into the wood.
And you've got the tree on the base, so it's kind of like an
Yeah.
abandoned cabin with like a tree stump in it. And I'm not sure of the pose. I'm not really sure of the pose on that one.
I like it. It's a bit like like fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, here's
Brilliant.
another image of that. So again, here's kind of like more where you can see the base. So you can see more of the other things. Oh God, this is so long-winded. This thing. Here you go. That one.
I hope you ain't got a lot of these shots, man. I got work tomorrow at fucking like 1 p.m.
Well, yeah. That's all the bases, and you can see the woman
Yeah, I
getting
love the
stabbed for the
blood
chest.
splatter, man. Up the blood splatter, up in
That's
up
that.
the legs and the nice.
This is the piece which I am probably most excited about. This is something I'll give you a little bit of background first of all. This week, funny enough, I was looking into a load of kits. I was looking into a load of kits for this piece, but they only make 1/6, 1/10, or 1/12, so they're all not the scale
Tiny.
I want. I want a 1/4. I've been looking everywhere for a 1/4. I've been speaking to a few guys. There's a guy called Brandon Reeves who is really into this character, and basically I was even close to. I was asking a few guys about costs of how to commission a piece and go about commissioning it, how much it'll cost, how many I need to sell to make my money back. It turned out that that was quite expensive. So I realised that wasn't the case. And then at Monsterpalooza, they decided to show this piece, which I am super excited about. I mean, this is the piece that
you've been waiting for.
I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to go for 1/1 bust. I'm not going to do that. But this piece has maybe kind of changed my mind a little. This, can you see it?
Yeah, man.
So this is the Guyver by Elite Creature Collectibles, and
is that the same people that do the Lycan?
That's the guys who do the Lycan, do the Reaper.
Wow,
it's basically
really
a company that Steve Wang is a sculptor, and he's a very famous sculptor.
It looks amazing, brother.
He done the movie version of the Guyver. He done the Lycan. He done the Reapers. He done a lot of stuff like that. And basically, yeah. So Steve Wang owns Elite Creature Collectibles, and that's it. There was also I'm going to show one last one, which this is a few shots though. I wonder if I can skim through. Oh, okay, I can do that. So basically, this is a piece which is halfway through production, and again, this was at Monsterpalooza, and this is again Elite Creature Collectibles, and I was very surprised because this is not really the sort of stuff they go for. And I've seen they're making 1/3 scale Hulk from Age of Ultron.
People are thinking he's grey, but he just hasn't been painted.
No, he hasn't been painted yet.
He hasn't been coloured yet.
And then you've got the base.
That's real hair, you know. That's real hair on his head.
Yeah. They got the base again, which has actually got Ultron in the base. So again, this is another really, really great piece. And I mean, this massive. I mean, I think it's about 42 inches tall. So you just wouldn't be able to display that very well.
Not without charging him rent first, bro.
And what I'll do later is I'll show another piece later on, but I won't show it now. But there is the there's a Doom piece which is like a custom, which I quite like as well. And I showed Sanchez, and Sanchez got well excited. I think he got a little bit too excited, but yeah.
He loves Doom, doesn't he? Doom's his boy.
Doom's his man, yeah. Doom's his guy. So
I like one powerful Doom.
He's well happy. But as I say, but what I'll do now is, I mean, I'm going to send out a few invites,
cool beef, right?
And then I'll see kind of what happens. But you know what Google Plus is like; it's a pile of crap.
No worries.
But they're the things I'm excited about. And I mean, I was talking to, stupidly, I was talking to my girlfriend about the Guyver, and it's just too expensive, really. But
oh, shut up! You're not going to buy it? Are you crazy?
No, well, that's the thing is I'm going to buy it, but it's going to be one of those things where I'm probably going to have to
pretend you want
cut
it.
back on quite a lot. Yeah, well, there is a person. I won't mention him because he does watch it sometimes, and I think his girlfriend may watch. But this individual said he won a piece that cost £1,000 or so. And,
that dude is my hero. Tell me who he is off camera later. I'm going to send him a message telling him he's my hero. Whoever you are, and you know who you are, you're my hero.
Yeah,
my wife would be like, "Show me the paperwork, man. Show me the paperwork that says you're the winner of the raffle. Show me." I'd be fucking spare, man.
Well, I guess I mean, I don't know. Just my girlfriend wouldn't believe me either. I mean, I think I told her once I paid £50 for something, and she just called me a liar.
What was it you said? What was it?
I think it might have been Lino.
Dude, you could have picked a smaller piece, man. You could have said something like you was J. Scott Campbell or something. Spider-Man, you might have booked that.
Man. I was well under pressure.
Lion, no, Jesus, it's like 33 inches tall or 31 inches tall.
Yeah, I was under pressure and I got a bit scared, and it didn't go down so well.
Don't worry, bro. We've all been there, man. We've all been there. It's gonna be quite interesting, actually. Get some peeps on the chat, man.
Well, no, as I
Looking
say, I mean,
forward
I've
to it.
sent out a few invites, and I mean, hopefully, we'll get some new guys on. Again, I mean, nothing personal, but we sent out some chat, some invites to new people. Just mentioned to the guys, the guys who were normally on, and just said we're going to take a break and just try and get new people on. There's nothing.
It's good to it's
It's
good to
nothing
vary
personal.
it,
It's
bro.
just when you have a chat that you can only have 5 or 6 people on the chat without it getting too much.
Yeah.
You can't have, you know, you can't have the same people every week. Otherwise, it's unfair
Well,
on the people who want to come on.
you can, but then all you're doing is you're basically shutting out everybody else, aren't you? And I think to be honest, the brutal truth is that you need to give people a chance because people have new things and new things to say and things they want to collect and things they want to express. And if you're going to do these sort of chats, you can't really get too clicky. Otherwise, I agree with you, man. It just becomes a little bit like it's us versus others versus other. I just don't want that to be the case either. So it's really
Mm.
important that we give people an opportunity. If they want to come on, then great. If
Well,
not,
what what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'll probably end up doing
just mixing
another
it every
chat.
week.
I'll probably do another chat which isn't viewed. Just like a video chat with the guys, the regular guys, and just have like a chat with them, rather than anything else. As I say, because as a catch up with them. It
Yeah,
doesn't. I mean, every time I talk to people, it doesn't have to be recorded. So,
yeah.
but we'll,
Yeah,
we'll
man.
see. We'll see what happens, and I say hopefully it'll work out.
That Batman comes up on Thursday, man. That
This is a
fucking
new one.
Batman. Yeah, you sent me the picture of it.
Yeah.
I think it comes out. Comes out soon, man. It's really interesting how Sideshow do these things because they sort of like pick a picture up of Darkseid, and then you don't hear nothing for months and months and months. Like what Lobo was like. They put something up, like hinting that it's coming, and you wait 6 months before it's actually up for sale, and then they do one big reveal of this Batman, and it's up a week later. It's like crazy how they
Well,
do it.
I guess because those kind of variants, they have the sculpt already done. They probably got a batch of them already in the warehouse, so it's nothing. They're not waiting on it or anything. They've already got it. So it's like they've got it ready, and they're probably just going to do it quick, get it on there quick.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
it's funny. It's just funny, man, because it's just like a surprise. I'm curious to see if they do like the White Widow edition size thing with this Batman. If they just release like 250, you know what I mean, or
Jesus.
what they're gonna do. Do you know what the edition size on it is?
Oh God, I mean, if it's like the what's it called? It's going to probably be what's his name? Deadpool. You have to think of how popular the characters are.
Well,
Obviously,
mine's
like
1500.
Deadpool's. Yes,
Mine's
I mean
Deadpool's 1500.
probably. I reckon probably it'll be something like that kind of numbers because obviously Batman's very popular. Deadpool's very popular, so they're not going to say it's 200 because they know that if they say it's 1,000, it's going to sell. So why
I
are they
don't know,
going to?
man. I don't know. I think maybe. I mean, it's definitely gonna sell if they say it's fucking 200. If it says it's 200, it's gonna be crazy. I'm quite interested to see that though. I would like to see that in person because there's bits about it I quite like and there's bits about it I don't like. But there
I don't
are
know.
bits on it I like.
That would be very interesting. I mean, but as I say, I don't think they can. Not that they can afford, but I just don't think they will go down the road of having only. You know, I'd be very surprised if it's less than 700. Very
Yeah, you
surprised
might
if
have a point though, man. You could actually have a
750.
point there.
It's just going to be. I reckon it's going to be quite high because it's Batman. He's a very popular character. He's like DC's most popular character, other than Superman.
I think he's more popular really than Superman. Is he bigger? He's bigger, isn't he?
It's hard to
It's a
say, isn't
tough
it?
one. It's a tough one, but you know what? I mean, if edition size is anything to go by, Batman's more popular, isn't it? By
Mm,
sideshow standards.
yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
You know what I mean? For what I'm saying.
No, I guess I
Well,
mean
I'm
let's say
fucking.
it'll be like that. I mean, as you say, I mean, we were told that there's going to be a lot of variants coming up, so people just need to consider that, and I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's totally a bad thing, to be honest with you. I don't think it's the worst case scenario if they have all these other variants.
I don't think it is. I mean, my personal opinion is if it's, it's quite nice for me because I actually managed to get a Deadpool, didn't I? The red one had massively sold out. Yeah. Why? I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, I think I'm on wireless tonight anyway. Go on, just do it. If I bet, I don't know what. Yeah, Jay's got to turn the internet off for something. She's going to do something. I don't know what the fuck she's doing.
Right,
I
so
think I'm on wireless anyway.
Be on my own.
You're going to be like,
yeah, there we go. And that's not really the best picture of him as well.
Oh.
Oh, you're still there? Oh, you cut off for a little second there, and you had this like really bad picture of you.
I'm still here, innit?
Oh yeah. No, you're back. You're back.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like I was saying, I'm glad because I got Deadpool, didn't I? Yeah. That's the main thing. I did. The red one sold out. I went for stupid fucking money, like crazy money, and then you know what I mean. I managed to get get on the train for the white one, man. So, it's quite cool. But I guess it. Go on.
It depends on what side of the road you're on, because I mean, some people obviously are going to be like, well, if I bought that original piece and now they're releasing a variant, my piece ain't going to be worth as much. But then if you're a person who missed the original, then you're going to be like, I want it because I missed it, so I don't have to pay as much. And obviously there's that kind of thing where, people are going to be happy and people are going to be sad, and obviously you're never going to be able to keep everyone happy in any case. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Well, life, I think to be honest with you, bro, as well, I think as long as Sideshow do the smart thing and release a proper variant where it is really different, then they might be all right. I think if they do like a bit of a cop-out job on it, it's going to be harder. I mean, the Deadpool one's quite lucky because it's he's got two swords instead of guns. The colour's completely different. You only get one head. The base is a little bit different. So there's a lot of variation to that piece, really. I mean, it would be better if it had like a different sort of pose on the head, just on the head sculpt. Like instead of it looking like slightly like that, if it was just like head dead straight or something, it might have been better. But personally, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. I think they're quite nice. I definitely want to hear about this white variant that's coming out from DC. That can only
I mean, when I mentioned Superman, I said, is it a Superman? And he was a bit like, maybe. Don't know.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
He didn't say. I just got a question from Joe M. Only recently joined Facebook groups. Yeah, it's JOAOM.
Yeah.
Surname M.
What's he saying?
He just says, "Are you getting sick of people talking about how much things are worth?" I mean, you're not in the Facebook groups, but basically, like yesterday, for example, this was crazy. I've got to show this one more picture. Basically, this happened yesterday on YouTube, and YouTube, eBay. This happened on eBay yesterday, and for fuck's sake, I'm trying to figure out how to share this again. So I don't know if you're going to be able to make this out, but this is how much Doctor Doom sold for.
Oh no! Does that say $5,800?
$5,600. This was posted by Omar, so it's from Omar's.
Wow, dude, that's some serious money, bro.
Yeah, that's why you can see in Aussie dollars underneath, because they say Omar posted that. But that is
nice.
How much is that in poundage? That's like 3,600, 3,700.
Probably about 3,700, 3,800 pounds, bro.
God, that is ridiculous. Oh, we got someone on here.
Yo. It's the movie room collectible guy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, trying to work out how to turn his.
Let him speak out, man. Don't keep him silent, bro.
No, I'm trying to work. Wait. There you go. You're muted.
You sorted him out.
Dagnammit. Did you mute it, or have I muted it? Oh, okay, wait. It looks like I've muted it then.
That's nice of you, bro. You're too busy showing off Doctor
uh,
Doom, man. Not
yeah, it's
thinking
too busy
about our
showing
nice
off.
guest there.
There you go. Let me turn these all off. No, damn it. This is why I hate Google Plus.
Yeah, that's it. Why you do, just invite the new guy. We'll do sign language. Peace.
He's sticking his fingers up. Go out and come back in. Magnus, go out, come back in. Sorry, yeah. So yeah, he's going to go out and come back in, but I don't know.
Does
Google.
it usually do that? Does it usually do that? Yeah.
What's that? No, it's oh god, man. Google Plus is a horrible thing, and you know, sometimes you just need to go out and come back in, and sometimes you need to do this, and sometimes I don't know.
Well, I usually go out and come back in regularly because my fucking phone fucks up all the time. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Let's see if that worked. Hello.
Yo,
work
brother.
now?
Yeah, there we go.
Thank God.
Perfect. Hello.
How
So
are
how
you,
you
brother?
doing?
Welcome
Introduce
to the
yourself.
chat, man.
Thank you.
So
Is the
introduce
mic
yourself,
okay?
Superhero. Move your room.
One more time.
I said, if you introduce yourself to everyone, just so.
Yeah, my name is Magnus. I'm from Sweden, so another Swede here now.
Another Swede, man. We've got a collection.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Nice, man. Welcome to the chat, bro.
Yeah.
What is it you collect, brother?
Well, I started collecting like DVDs and stuff, and slipped on to like screen use props, and I have been collecting that for a while. And after a while, that started getting really expensive, so I checked over to this cheap hobby, and I just started basically. So
Yeah,
had a few
he was telling me yesterday how collecting Sideshow stuff is a cheaper hobby for him because he's been buying all like blade, screen use props and things like that. So obviously that's very expensive.
That stuff's big money, yeah. That's like
Exactly.
proper money.
Yeah.
Shit.
So-
but what something like that actually set you back?
Oh, it depends. As I told yesterday, like Blade is a cheap one. It has iconic props, but it's still cheap compared to the bigger movies. So,
Yeah.
well, in pounds, it depends. Like £1,000 is a cheap prop, nothing
Fuck.
special. So,
Yeah, we need to bring this dude over to meet my wife and explain it's never that bad. It could be much worse.
there's always
You know what I
worse
mean?
things. Yeah.
Jesus. So what? Now that you've started into this cheaper sort of collectibles idea, what is it that you collect? Is it film stuff like Alex?
Yeah, mostly film stuff, but I've gotten we talked yesterday as well about bought a cinemaquette of the Hulk.
He
From
won
Thomas,
he won Thomas's Hulk.
Oh,
Thomas wasn't happy, you know that. Thomas is not going to be your friend on Facebook.
Oh, I'm
oh,
sorry.
so funny.
I will
Yeah,
have
you
to
got it for a
decline
really
to
good
him
price,
with
didn't you?
another thing. So.
No, it was very cheap price.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I've got him there. There he is.
Yeah, I've seen your movie or your review of it. So.
No, it's
beautiful
a great piece, and it's huge as well. I mean, because that's supposed to be 1/5, and then the red premium format is supposed to be 1/4, but there's not much in it.
No, it's not. That can't be right because there's a video this dude's got of. He's got the green Hulk version of that one, and he's got it right next to the red premium format Hulk, and they look near enough the same. The proportions are slightly different with the heads and stuff like that, but the body and the hands and the torso and stuff is it's near enough identical, to be honest, in size.
I guess they can get away with it because, like, you know, the Red Hulk can control his size, and the more pissed off Hulk gets, the bigger he gets, doesn't he? So.
Well, yeah, you can just say that he's slightly ill-tempered. That's why it's 1/5 scale. He's not exactly livid. But he's, so is that your first one, Max? Then is that your first one that you got, that Hulk, or have you got more pieces?
Yeah, not that's not like movie related. I've got the Freddy one. I've got the Terminator one, premium format. So
Yeah, that's
few
iconic
hot
piece.
toys.
That piece. Yeah, them hot toy pieces. The likenesses are fantastic on them. I've seen a few of those. I really wanted to buy the Guardians of the Galaxy Thanos on the throne one. I think that looked great.
Cool.
Big money though. It's
I
quite
pre-ordered
expensive.
the new Hulk one, so.
I've seen that as well. Yeah, I've seen that on Sideshow.
Well, the Hulkbuster is massive for that.
Yeah, that's one
Yeah.
really cool.
I mean, but we were talking about that last week, and I think it's like, well, it's $850.
Yeah.
But I think the reason for that is because you actually get the Mark 42 to sit inside the actual Hulkbuster, so you kind of get two figures with it. So it's
That's
massive,
nice.
and it's two figures, but it's still a lot of money. I mean, yeah, I was looking at some of the RoboCop ones. I've said that before as well, but like the RoboCop is the only one I've been tempted by, and the Crow as well, because I could get that for like, I could buy it for like, I don't know, I think it was shipped to my house for about £80 or something. And I was thinking, yeah, I might get one, and then I just thought it was a bit too much of a slippery road to go down. If I start buying one, I'm going to buy another one, buy another one.
Don't know what you mean. Hasn't happened lately.
Yeah.
I just started and bought like 7 pieces or something. So.
Jesus,
crazy.
Well, that's
The funny thing is
time,
with these things, man, trying to collect this stuff, it's madness. You got to sort of like know where you're going.
Well, this time last year, I had none of the pieces behind me. Not last year. Actually, the only piece I had was, if you like look up, I don't know if you make it out on the camera, but there's like a Carnage at the top, and a little Carnage, which is like 1/6 scale, and that's the only one I had this time last year. And yeah, let's see if Stephen. Stephen, you alright? Stephen,
have you muted him as well?
I don't know. This thing.
Have you kept him silent as well?
You want more screen time yourself? So.
Yeah, just trying to mute. I don't know. He's probably going to think I have muted him, but I haven't. Northern Monkey can hear us. Can't hear him. Let's see if he's messaging. Sorry, carry on. But yeah, no, it's just saying. It's an expensive hobby, and basically, God.
Not for Maximus saying. He's used to better things, man. So, bro, tell me, what's if you out of all the prop things you've bought, what's your top 5 pieces of props that you own in your collection? Your 5 that you're proudest of?
Oh, I had to say a young Blade, like the costume from Young Blade. It's from the extra scenes, but it's still like Blade hero prop. So that's quite cool. Like stakes, nothing special, but it's quite cool. I also have have you seen Blade 2?
Yeah.
The ninjas there, you know, the black ones. I've got one of those suits. I had to say a young Blade, like I can hear myself.
Oh wait, Gary, do you want to turn off the sound because
still like Blade.
Hello. Stephen, we can hear you now.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we got you. Someone's playing the video back, so we need to turn off that video to play it back.
Close one box, stay in the other. See them on repeat.
It sounds familiar. There, you know, the black one. I got one of those suits.
Is that you or Stephen, or is that Gary? Oh, there we go. Cool.
Everything okay?
Who's on now at the moment? Who can hear us?
We've got Northern Monkey, so we've got Stephen and Chagger. We've got Gary. Yeah, so we've got some new people on this week. We tried to get Stephen on a while ago. We tried to get him on a few times, but then, yeah, whatever reason. But how's it going, Stephen?
All right, yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Do you want to introduce yourself and that? Do you want to? We've got 2 new people. Yeah, sorry.
I'm Northern Monkey One on YouTube. I've got quite a big collection. Gentle Giant, Sideshow, NECA. Trying to figure out quite a few life-size stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you don't have any favourites there, Stephen. You just you collect a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, Marvel, Predator, Terminator. Just want to think. Iron Man, Spider-Man. Bit of everything.
Are you looking for the Venom Buster at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's a bit expensive, really. For what it is.
You know, there was one in London, and it really annoyed me. So there's one in, I think it was Northampton, and George was going to a wedding the next day in Northampton when it finished, and it sold for 120 because it didn't have a box.
120.
120 pounds. It didn't have a box, and it was the one because there's two life-size ones and a half-size one. The two life-size ones, there's one where it's kind of like his head looks a bit squashed, and I don't like that one where his head's squashed and his eyes are dark. It wasn't that one. It was the other one where it's I think it's the one you're looking for.
The one with the tongue hanging out.
Yeah. The big tongue.
Yeah, it was like 120 or 130 collection only, and George didn't get back to me. He was going.
What do you mean I didn't get back to you? I was up there. You told me not to get it. What are you talking about?
It was all like that. You were all like, I don't know where the wedding is. I don't know where this is. I don't know where that is, and it was all like that. So and he's been on it again.
He's blaming me, man. I would have picked up from him.
And then George told me it was like he was going to charge me £100 petrol or something. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Jesus Christ.
What was your top 5 pieces, Stephen?
The original Hulk PF.
Oh yeah, the green or grey?
The green one. I used to have the grey one, but it was a bit boring in colour.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. I've got the Wolf Legendary Scale figure.
Oh,
Jesus.
Spider-Man comic
nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice.
I'm trying to think. My Lionel custom, like the one you.
I've seen the video for
that's
that.
That's the one Ian done, didn't he?
Yeah, I got that done by Ian.
Do you know? He just done my mum up behind me.
Yes, yeah, he was talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Silver Surfer come out?
Yeah, it came out alright. I was quite annoyed because the board cracked in transit, so I've got to send the board back to get done. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I tried to show it at the beginning, but it's just up behind me at the back. It's really cool. I mean, it looks really good on the shelf and that. And I need to get like a decent light to sort of have a spotlight on there. Because you really need like proper lights on or shining on that. I tried to get in one of the best cubes, but it was just too big to go in there really. I'm going to get like one of the custom cases made up from immortalized displays. I'm going to get one made up. So it's going to be the Surfer, and it's going to be the Thor premium format, the modern one, and it's going to be the picture behind. I don't know if you can see it, but you can't see it. But it's Silver Surfer number Thor, and it's got basically Silver Surfer versus Thor. So I'm going to.
You mean Silver Surfer number?
Silver Surfer number 1, 2, 3, 4
in it,
with Thor behind him, or Tor, as Swedes would say. Thor Odin's son.
Odin's son.
But no, my girlfriend corrects me all the time, and you should try when she tries to tell me how to say Mjolnir. When she tells me how to say it, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. And she's like, no, you didn't. You said.
So Gary, we've got Gary there, bro. Can you hear us, man?
No, I think it's just a picture.
Gary.
It's a bit of a nightmare to get on.
Oh, really? Google Plus is horrible. Yeah. I tried something new this time. I tried to send out loads of obviously, yeah. I tried to basically send out the invites to the people to be the audience, and then I tried to actually do it as a scheduled show.
Yeah.
And then I tried to do it like I sent all the invites on Facebook because no one got them. So yeah.
Oh.
It's really shit. Also because
fucking sucks.
Because our clocks changed time, went back an hour or went forward an hour, or whatever it was. The time was wrong.
We lost an hour, bro.
Well, the time was wrong on the show.
An hour.
So because of that, it's Google Plus. I hate it. And if there's another way to do this, it's just that it uploads to YouTube and it's easy that way. But so we were saying to Max was going on talking about his collection of props.
Yeah, we were in there, man. We've got a couple of pieces down and out of the way.
But with talking about the sort of prop side of it, I mean, there's a big thing within statue collecting about recasts and about how if you basically buy a piece from China or whatever, and some people will accept it and buy a recast, and some people won't. But obviously with props and like eBay, everyone says the same thing. They say made from the original cast. But that just
Yeah.
means that just means it's recasted. It doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
screen used and there's also a lot of
Yeah.
companies that produce like a screen used certificate. But who the fuck is that company? You know, how do you know it's true? So,
I guess
Exactly.
Max is the boy to ask.
Yeah,
Well, that's-
and my name is Magnus, by the
So-
way,
oh,
but it's okay.
Sorry,
so.
brother.
Like Magnus. Sorry.
It's okay.
Not as in
Magnus.
Magnusson.
Exactly.
Sorry, I thought you said Maxus. Oh, no, sorry, Magnus.
Gay,
That's-
you're
that
getting your
makes
gay
more sense.
gladiator. Just leave that shit out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maxus, Mrs. Remedios or whatever. Yeah.
Within like the prop scene, you have the screen use props, and then you have replica props. And what I collect within that circle, replica props is like not considered like nothing basically. So I have a few replica. For example, the blade sword. I don't own the original. But then you have like grades of props. You have screen use props, and then you have like stunt props that's not valued especially high.
Yeah.
You have props that are production made, and you have props that are screen used, and you have hero props, and everything has different values. But
Jesus.
the main thing is to be able to prove that something is from the movie, and there you have certain people who have I don't know what it's called, but are high considered high within the collecting industry, and they can issue certificates or people directly from the movie sets and so on. I'm a member of the forum where only people are invited in, and people within the business and people who trade with that. So there you can get a few pieces which you won't be able to buy, for example, from Prop Store of London and stuff like that.
How's it going, Bruno?
What's up,
Yeah,
guys?
Bruno.
So yeah, we've got Bruno on now as well. So
Welcome to the chat, brother.
Thanks a lot.
we've got like 3 new guys on today. So we're just trying to get to know everyone. So do you want to introduce yourself, Bruno?
Well, I'm Santino Bertucci on Facebook there, and Polystone Addicts,
Yep.
and
You're the admin.
been
you own
collecting
the group,
for
yep.
quite a while, and sold a lot of shit, but building it up again.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me the other day. I mean, you went from a huge collection and sold down to, was it 13 pieces?
Yeah, well, you can see them here. I don't know if you could see them.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Let me tell you,
Yeah,
screen
they're
on.
not a bad few pieces to own there, brother, to be fair, are they? Let's be
Thanks
honest.
a lot. Well, I figured, you know what? It's not about quantity; it's about quality. And
Exactly.
I got fed up of all
Yes.
this crap. I mean,
Well, you've got
at first, I didn't know what I wanted. At first, I was saying, okay, you know what? Let me start with the Bowens because it was more affordable. And
Did that
and
too.
then when I started
most
seeing the
people
quarter
started
scale, I was like, screw it, I can't just avoid like getting quarter scale. I need a quarter scale. And then I started with the Star Wars, and the Star Wars were kicking ass a lot. But no, I'm a Marvel guy, so sold all that
See,
shit.
I saw in your post today that people were saying about, well, yeah, you were saying about the best Marvel pieces, and people were saying, well, what about this Star Wars piece? And you're like, well, no, that's not. That's not Marvel. And they're like, yeah, it is. And they were sort of getting into an argument with you about that. But
Yeah, well, just
people
because
argue about
Disney bought
anything.
it, Disney bought it doesn't necessarily make it Marvel all of a sudden, you know.
You got a point. That's a point, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, so you did the thing where you buy a few bits and pieces and you're not really sure what direction you're going in, and then you've had to get rid of loads of it because you were going in every direction.
Well, honestly, when it came down to at the time, that was my direction. For me, it was like, yeah, Bowen's the shit. I love this stuff. And all of a sudden, you walk into the comic book shop, and it's like, holy shit, it's a quarter scale. So, I guess, I don't know, I changed. With the time, I changed. I evolved.
Yeah.
What
I
was
did the same.
what
I did
was the
exactly the
first?
same.
What was the first quarter scale piece that everyone saw in person?
For me, my first quarter scale.
Well, everyone, yeah. I mean, so yeah, work down the line. I mean, Gio, do you know what yours was, or we'll come back to you, or about? I'll start with Bruno then, and then.
Well, my first quarter scale was the Gambit.
That you
And like
bought
an
or
idiot,
that you saw?
Somebody offered me like a 1,005, which was like 4 years ago, So I was like, oh yeah, for sure, and I sold it, and then I regretted it, so I had to get them back.
Yeah, you posted that today as well. That you just got one.
What's his name got one today?
Oh,
Danny Ocean got one today.
oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I never saw it.
And Chris Bales got one today.
Cool. What about yourself,
What about you,
Stephen? What was
Steve-O?
your first piece?
Darth Vader.
Nice. Yeah.
The original pre-F.
Yeah.
Mine?
Do you still have it?
No, I sold
Me?
it a long time ago.
What about yourself, Magnus?
What's the question?
What was the first Sideshow piece you've seen in person?
Seen in person?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to think of what mine was now.
that would be...
Guys, I won't be able to stay on the chat. I'm here with my kids, so I'm gonna have to let you go. I gotta watch them.
No worries, man. It was good to see you
Love,
for a
bro.
brief moment.
Cheers.
Be lucky, Bruno.
Take care of yourself,
Thanks a
Bruno.
lot, guys. Be good.
Cool, man.
I can't remember actually what I seen in person. The first one.
I think I'm trying to think of mine as well. I think the first one I saw in person was probably in Forbidden Planet in London, and it's probably like Dutch or something like that.
I think mine was Sabretooth PF.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
nice. We're getting
probably-
keyboard. We're getting some
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, that's my kids.
No, I think
Play.
the first one. The
Play
first
some.
one.
I like it.
The first one you got, George, was the Sabretooth, wasn't it? Or
I think it's the first one I ever saw, and then obviously, being me, I bought it, which was just,
yeah.
you know what I mean? I didn't buy it instantly at that time. I just thought, fuck me, that's cool. And then eventually I ended up having it. And to be honest with you, despite what, people may say or think about it, the piece as a whole, I love the piece.
Yeah, I used
Still
to
love
have
it.
that.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I wanted the exclusive head.
Yeah, for me, I thought that even though it's not like really sculpted, like really, ripped to pieces, I actually like the fact he's a bit more like a big bear, you know what I mean? Like a big sort of beastly animal. I like the fact he's not like lean and cut up, even though in some comics he is. I just like that about it. When I look at it, it just looks quite dense and thick set. I really like that about the piece itself. I love that piece. It's still one of my favourite pieces I have, even with
Apparently, it's a lot better
bits
than
and pieces.
Wolverine from that, isn't it?
I haven't seen the Wolverine. I would love to see the Wolverine PF if anyone has one. I'd definitely love to see it.
I think a lot of people
In
say
person.
that the Wolverine is only good when displayed with Sabretooth, is what a lot of people say.
Wow,
They
really?
say, I think, and the person who said that is actually Anthony Healing, and he's like really over the top, loves Wolverine more than anything. So for him to say that means a lot, So,
He's got the RW one though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got like nearly every Wolverine
that
made.
ninjas, the Wolverine versus the ninjas piece. It's a really nice piece. That is. I love the look of that.
That
So,
base.
Steve, man, what you on the market for now? Is anybody after anything? Is anybody buying anything?
Well, I just bought the Mark 7 Iron Man bust, and it came with so many issues. It's unbelievable. The paintwork is awful. It's like lumps on, these shoulders here. It's got a shoulder pad to go on.
Yeah.
It's all lumpy one side. So I'm trying to get a replacement for that. Otherwise, it's going back.
Is that the silver one?
No, the Mark 7, the red one, from the Avengers movie.
Okay.
Ah.
I have to be honest, I lose track of all the different Iron Men. I really do. There's so many different types. And also there's so many made at the moment. I mean, everyone's jumping on the Iron Man bandwagon. And also the Hulk.
There's a lot.
Everyone's jumping on the Hulk as well. And it's like, it's just so many of them. I guess that's great for Iron Man fans, but...
Me and Magnus have got some of the best ones, haven't we, bro? Roll on, great comic, son. Yeah, buddy. I love that shit.
Yeah, really nice. I'm actually looking at Sauron premium format now. I'm thinking about getting. I don't know. We'll see.
That's a nice piece, man. That's a really. You movie boys. I'm actually quite surprised Alex hasn't sort of bit at that yet, because I thought he might have gone that way, because he is a bit. It is an iconic film character, to be fair, and I really like that piece a lot. It's fucking massive, though, bro.
It's too big. It's just one of those people. To display that, it's going to take up a lot of shelf space. It's just, and it's about £900, isn't it? Or something. It's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
I talked to you before that I was looking for big pieces for my new movie room. So
yeah. I mean, talking about big pieces. I mean, I'm probably going to get a Conan Fury of the Beast. So.
Oh, so you went with that? Yeah.
I think I am actually. I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah. I've been considering it, and you know, it's. I've got to just try and think about the final piece and how much I'm paying, and how much I'm paying is really good for that piece, and that's all I've got to think about.
Yeah.
If I was actually,
yeah, you're right.
If I wanted to do more hassle, I could probably go off and sell the Ultron, get more money for it, do all this. But for me to get that Ultron didn't cost me that much money, so it doesn't matter to me now, and that's the way I should think about it. And it's just less hassle because sending these pieces out it's quite. It really worries me every time I send a piece to someone.
Worries me, brother.
And that's the other day I was talking to George about this, where I sold my knife head Pacific Rim. It was all to do with Stephen's comments because Stephen said he didn't like it, so I started crying about it, and then I sold it because of Stephen.
Yes, he put on our review, didn't he? Some comment like, "Yeah, it's shit. Let's look at it. This is shit."
It was horrible.
Didn't he put something like, no point polishing a turd or something? But no.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
No, he didn't. But no. So what I did was I bought it for I bought it like on Christmas Day, and I think I paid £160 for it, and it was selling last time I saw it in Forbidden Planet for $4.20, I think it was. So
yeah, Forbidden Planet ain't real
Forbidden
prices,
Planet, there's not really a place to compare prices, but so I stuck it on eBay and I sold it for I think like $2.30 or something, or whatever it was. So it wasn't a great amount to sell it for, but it was a good little profit, so it's not bad. I'm not going to complain. But the thing is, the guy who won it was in Australia, and because he was in Australia, I messaged him straight away and said, "Yeah, you do know to ship this to you is going to cost me like £150. You know, the piece you want it for like that much, so are you really going to pay that?" And he said, "Well, eBay have quoted me £38." And I'm like, "I cannot ship it to you for £38.
It's not possible, no.
It's £140 without insurance. I cannot do it." And then I got this message from eBay saying, "Your item qualifies for the global shipping service," or whatever it's called. So I was like, "Oh, okay then." So I printed off the label they sent me, and you send it off to somewhere in the UK, and then they send it to Australia, and they use their business account, so it's a lot cheaper. So I thought, wow, that's fucking awesome. That's a really good way to expand and to get a lot of people buying abroad, and that's really good. So I sent the item off, and then I get a message from eBay saying, the buyer's been refunded, you keep the money, the item we can't, that's it. There's not going to be any negative feedback. And it was
if it is, we'll remove it. Yeah.
So what happened to the item? And they didn't respond to me, so I've got
vanish. It's too expensive.
Yeah, so I mean,
they got fuck that. We'll keep it. We'll keep
it.
So
someone there's got
polished turd in our fucking staff room.
So basically, yeah.
Gary, can you hear me? Are you there, Gary? He sent me a message saying he can't get on, man. He's having dramas. I think he's going to end up smashing his house up.
God. But no, so as I say, I mean,
you can hear me. Just stay calm.
So I'm going to try and phone eBay and try and figure out what's happening with this, because
dude, it's in their staff room. They're playing pool right next to it, just like
playing pool with it. But the thing is like, I don't really care because I've got the money, but there's just part of me thinking, I just want to know, because it's like if I sell anything again, I don't really want it to happen again.
No, just don't send it to them, man. Fuck all that. Don't get into that. That's just long. It's better off just being like, you know what, this is the price, and if you want to pay it, I'll ship it. If not, then no. It's a bit crappy, man. I totally agree, but at the end of the day, something's clearly gone awry with the eBay shipping system. So I would just, it's a bit vaguer than the fucking FBI. I wouldn't get involved in that. I wouldn't start getting into communications.
Well, also worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is they might actually send it back to me. That's the worst case. So we don't really want that, do we?
Money
Yeah,
and
go-
item, perfect.
Yeah, well, you made a big deal about it. We'll fucking send it back to you and we'll take that money off you. And I'll be like, damn. And now it's
No.
broke. Now it's broken because you've been throwing it around your staff room.
I have really been thinking. I've been looking at some deals for the Great Ultron piece. You know, I've really been fancying that. You know, at
Yeah.
the moment. Has anybody seen that in person? You know, the PF Sideshow PF that lights up.
No, I mean Gary would have been good if he could talk because he actually saw it recently. He picked it up for Mike, so and took it up to Mike, and basically he said the base is massive on it, and he said it's a really nice piece. He said it was a really good piece. He was really surprised with it. I'd like to see it in person as well. There was a guy selling it on eBay, and he was selling it for I think £400,
Yeah.
and then he didn't sell it for £400 for ages. I spoke to him on Facebook, and he said he'll sell it to me for $325, I think, plus shipping. And
Yeah, I'd
then
buy that.
he just didn't reply to me. I like messaged him, and he didn't reply for like a week every time. And in the end, I was like, "Oh fuck you! I can't bother dealing with you." And then he's put it back up on eBay for £500 now.
Oh
So
wow.
it's like, how have you added? It's been up there for like 3 months, and you've added £100, and you couldn't sell it for £400.
I think he was
Okay.
selling 300 at one time.
Was it?
Yeah, I
God.
Yeah.
Well, I
But with the
messaged
film
him
coming
on.
out, people are thinking smart, aren't they?
Well, that's the other side about me getting this other the Comic exclusive is if I wait a month, I
Yeah.
could sell it when the film comes out and it'll go for a lot more. But then I'm thinking, well, I
Do you
do
care
actually
enough, bro? Do you care enough?
Well, I do quite like the Fury of the Beast, but that's another issue with displaying that one as well. Just like, where the fuck am I going to put that? But
Well, imagine how
that's
Steve
huge,
must
right?
feel. He's got he's got full scale. He's
Yeah.
got 1-to-1 pieces, man. You don't display them. Them things hold up your coats and shit. Where the fuck do you put those?
well, that was the thing as well. I was speaking to before everyone came on was the Guyver bust. The Elite Creature Collectibles just showed, and
Yeah.
that bust looks amazing. And I'm a really big fan of the Guyver. I like the anime more than the manga more than the actual film, but you know, if they're going to do one and it's going to be done properly, it's going to be by Elite Creature Collectibles, and you know, but it's just going to be so much money. It's going to be like £1,000 plus maybe £2,000.
A funny story about full scale. When I bought like a few my beginning props, I went to the shopping center and got mannequins and walked around with a shopping cart full of mannequins. I looked like a serial killer or something.
I had a conversation
that's
with
fucking
someone
cool.
about that actually. They've got all the clothing that was used in Blade Runner, and they've got literally a room full of mannequins wearing all the clothing from Blade Runner. And it
But
was just
isn't
like,
Blade Runner got loads of mannequins in it?
well, she knows the toys, isn't it? And then she pretends to be a mannequin at the end and kind of comes to
Yeah,
life.
I
and
remember that
attacks him.
film, man. That scared the shit out of me when I was younger. That film scared me to death. That crazy chick. She scared me. She terrified me.
Was it
That
Chris, I think her name was in that. I had to watch that film about fucking, I don't know, 10 times in the space of 2 weeks when I was doing film studies, and I had to watch all the different versions of it and write an essay about it. And yeah, I mean, it's a good film, but it's at the time it didn't do very well. It did really shit though when it first came out.
better on sort of like later on though, isn't it? VHS
Yeah.
and
What do you
the
think
all the
about
releases as
the
a
remake then?
Oh, is there a remake? Who made that? When's that?
Well, they're
coming
going to
out?
make
No, they are going to make one. Yeah.
well, they're going to make apparently a sequel.
Exactly. Sequel. Yeah, exactly.
But then there was always the issue of Harrison Ford and Ridley Scott don't talk. So it was
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, I don't think they get along. So it was going to be a case of you either get Harrison Ford or you get Ridley Scott, and
Make your choice.
I think they've kind of patched it up now and they're talking about it. But
Or either that, or they've made their choice since Harrison's Ford plane crash. They've been like, yeah, we'll go with Ridley Scott. He's
Too much of a risk.
more reliable.
Yeah.
He's much more reliable.
But no, I mean Ridley Scott's tied up for ages. I mean he's tied up with Prometheus 2. He's probably tied up with
Paradise.
Prometheus 3. They're probably going to do, and I think I can't remember if it's James Cameron or Ridley Scott, but one of them's tied up with Battle Angel Alita as well, aren't they?
What did you say? Movie?
Battle Angel Alita. It's a manga, and
Yeah.
they're making a live action version of that. Or actually, I think they're making an animated version, but that's supposed to be really good. Where are we going here?
So did you go to film school or
seriously-
just to a course at the
Yeah.
university?
Sorry.
Did you go to film school or was it just a course at the university? You're
Oh,
smiling.
I did it in college. I did film studies, and then I started doing special effects in university and filmmaking, and then I didn't finish it. So I did that for a little while.
Magnus, listen very carefully. It was called getting pissed and meeting girls. There was no films of it and watching films. He copped out, man. Don't worry
I did make
about
some
that.
really good films though, but yeah.
That's why everyone goes to.
I do remember, Alex. I remember one said film very well, man. Don't worry.
Anywho,
They don't count.
But no, I mean, yeah. So there was that, and then I just decided that was like 15 years ago now, 10 years ago, or whenever it was.
So long, bro.
Well, you have to remember that documentary. Do you remember the documentary we done about you?
Yes.
We done like a documentary.
We'll see it.
I had to do like a video diary of someone, and all it was is basically it's George talking about his tattoos, and it was about like little bits of knowledge about tattoos, and then it was about George saying, you know, this is a guy who's covered in tattoos and blah blah blah, and it's him talking for 10 minutes and saying, yeah, I got this tattoo done when I was 17 and da da da. It's this, and I got it done by this tattoo artist, and then blah blah blah. And the funny thing was literally like I handed in the assignment, and well, the next time I saw my tutor, he said, yeah, that really worried me, and I was like, why? He goes, well, you know, you start off talking to this guy, and then he takes off his jumper, and then he's kind of like he lifts up his arm to say, like, show me tattoos on his arm. And he shows that one, and then he takes off his t-shirt, and he's got a vest on, and he starts like pulling the vest to one side, and then he takes his vest off, and then he's like standing there like, I don't know, because George is quite vain, and he's kind of standing there posing in the mirror or something, and then he takes his shorts down, and he's got boxer shorts on, but he's kind of showing this like tattoo on his leg, and the teacher goes, my tutor,
then the red lights go on.
Yeah, well, my tutor said, like,
Stop.
I literally thought the guy was going to be standing there naked at the end, showing off, you know, and it was hilarious. But,
Big snake tattoo.
Very true.
but yeah, no, God.
It's funny. Man,
I put it on
good old
YouTube.
days, man, when we were kids.
I put it on YouTube, and George
man.
went fucking
Don't
mental.
put it on YouTube. Fuck that, man. They were the good old days, man, weren't they? Jesus, when we were kids. Wow.
Got a guy coming in, and he's just asking about it's the I'm trying to read his name, the infomaniac, and he's just asking about if we all go to conventions and things like that. So, what's the sort of collectible like conventions like in Sweden?
Well, it's a small scene, as I've said. I haven't been to. There are the Sci-Fi Mässan, or Sci-Fi Convention, which is in Stockholm and Malmo and moves around. Yeah. And just this year they started with Comic-Con. So we'll see.
Wow.
I wasn't there. So
was that in Malmo?
So I don't know how it was. I think it was in Stockholm or in Malmo. I don't remember where it was this year.
Yeah,
so
I was talking to someone, and apparently, like, Robert England was in Malmo at a convention recently. So, yeah, he went there and got some stuff signed.
So that dude actually got some stuff signed then, didn't
he? Yeah, he got some stuff signed. He wants me to get some stuff signed in London. Yeah, I forgot. I'm so fucking retarded. I literally spoke. My friend got like a figure signed of Robert England. And then I went over to get something signed, and I was talking to him for 15 minutes, just about random crap, and he was telling me that all the fans send him posters, he collects posters, he's looking for, I'm trying to think, he was looking for a Polish version of the Nightmare on Elm Street poster. That's like one of the only ones he needs. He was telling me about that, and then he asked me what my favourite Nightmare on Elm Street was. I said number 3. Yeah, I said number 3, and then I said, I like the piece with the big snake, the Freddy snake that comes out. He goes, yeah, that's a cock. I was like, Yeah, that's a giant Freddy cock. That's not a snake. And I was like, really? It's a snake. He goes, no, it's a cock. And I was just like, okay. But then I was talking to him like, yeah, 15, 20 minutes. And then I walked away and I was thinking, man, that's such a cool guy, man. Awesome. Sitting on the train and I'm like, wow, man, that's the coolest guy I've ever met. I get home and I'm like, fuck, I forgot to get something signed. Fucking idiot. Yeah, so, yeah, forgot all about it. What about yourself, Stephen? Do you go to the conventions at all?
I went to
LFCC.
I went to the one in Birmingham at the NEC. Yeah, that was shit.
Oh, the one recently, or?
No, at the end of last year.
Yeah.
And I went to the one in Milton Keynes. That's a free one, that is.
Yeah.
That was
The
crap
Milton
as well.
Keynes one was actually all right. I thought the LFCC was disappointing when I went with Alex. The Milton Keynes one wasn't that bad. I didn't think the LFCC was any better.
What happened with the Milton Keynes one is, did we go twice?
No idea.
I've been twice, and the time that you went, it was really, really busy, and I got you carrying that box around the whole time, and it was really, really busy, and basically, I think it was when Lou Frichdal was there. Possibly.
I love Lou.
Yeah, so but apparently he was a bit of a dick when he was there, but anyway, so we went there to that, and it was really busy. That was when you lost out on your Joker.
Yeah, let's not. I've got one now.
When I went back the next time, it was dead, totally dead. But it was all in like a different area downstairs. Yeah, you did go twice, George. You did go twice. Yeah,
Oh,
and
me,
then
stupid ass, I probably did.
but the one in Milton Keynes, it was all right. I mean, they had it differently where they had all the people signing upstairs the second time, and then they had like an area downstairs, and that was a lot better the way it was set up like that. But I spoke to a lot of the sellers, and apparently they were saying that the one in Milton Keynes was really, really good for sellers. They sold so much stuff. But the one, when you speak to them in London, they don't seem to sell anything. I remember George going up to a guy in London and saying to him, like asking him about all these like premium formats. Do you have this one here? Do you have this one here? And he just goes to him, I'm going to stop you there. Why would I bring that here when I can sell that in my shop? So George is like, well, so you just bring all your shit to sell? And he's like, yeah, of course. And
You
he's
basically
like,
just brought everything that they don't sell. So I was a bit like, well, why look around? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just the shit that no one can get rid of. I mean, there's a chance you'll find something, but sometimes they have crazy prices. I mean, they had a Bowen in there, you know, like a Captain Marvel Bowen. They were trying to get like 250 quid for that piece. £270. That's just, you're just off your tits, man. You're like crazy.
Oh, it's not cheap. I mean, the only place you're going to find things is on the Forbidden Planet stall, and that's not cheap.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
You were in Prague, right?
Yeah, man,
Prague
yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
How was the store? Was it expensive or
dude,
cheap?
That,
You said the two prices.
that Comic Point store, right? It's a really strange setup in Prague. That what it is it's the same branch. It's the same branch of stores, and they have 4 stores in Prague, all around the place. Yeah,
Oh,
3.
it's
Okay,
4.
maybe it's 3. Maybe it's 3. I went to 2 of them, and they were amazing. They were absolutely amazing, and they pretty much sell just for roughly around retail. So if you're, and they do have older pieces there, stuff that's well sold out. So they
for
had
retail prices, or?
Yeah, so they had, Spider-Woman premium format.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they had that, and that was around, I think I say in the film, that's around like £280, which is pretty much what you would pay if you were buying, buying that for what it was sold for originally. I think it's roughly, with all taxes and shipping, that's pretty much what it works out to. So it's pretty decent, man. Someone bought the premium format Batman. Just the one that's not the new one. Obviously the one that's out, been out for a while, for a year or so. That someone picked that up while I was in the store. Someone bought it right off the shelf for like £280.
It's all right. It's not a bad price.
That's amazing. Store that one.
What's that, bro?
Yeah, we don't have anything similar here even in Stockholm. So.
No, you need to get in touch with. I think there's a store opening up in Sweden. There's a few of them. You need to speak to Christian Anderson on my friends list, and he knows his stuff. I'm trying to remember. There's another guy called Johan Loco Nordenberg, who I bought my Jason off of. He buys loads of big stuff, so you would love his collection. He buys all the big Alien and big Predator busts, and he's got some really good ones. But he had a post on Facebook which nearly made me cry. Like, and he basically had the Drake bust from Blade. So you're gonna like this. No, well, you're not gonna like this, but he had that, and he came home one day, and it was on the floor, and it was smashed like, on the floor.
No.
What happened was he basically put his Drake bust on like a fucking 25-pound Ikea table, and it collapsed. You know.
That's horrendous, man.
I didn't know this, but I told my girlfriend because I spoke to him, and he said, I said, yeah, I feel really bad for you. I feel, you know, if I saw that, my stomach would drop. I chipped my Punisher versus Daredevil, and I chipped the back of Punisher's jacket, and I chipped his arm. And when that happened, my stomach dropped, and I felt like shit for like, I was like, oh my god, oh. And then I said to him that, and he said, well, it's covered in my insurance. And I was like, what? Your house insurance covered it? He goes, yeah, they paid me more than it was worth. And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, yeah. And he said that they paid him. I spoke to my girlfriend, and she says, yeah, in Sweden, if you pay like a little bit extra, you have like a clumsy insurance.
It's so called drulleförsäkring in Swedish. So.
That's exactly what she said. She said that too.
What does it mean? It means what, like
clumsy insurance, basically.
Yeah, it's in Sweden you can get clumsy insurance.
Yeah, but if you have to have it because you've got IKEA furniture, right?
Exactly. All Swedes have it.
But yeah,
everything breaks.
All of my stuff is IKEA, so I'm scared to shit that all my shit's gonna break.
Saying it, well,
it's funny to hear you talk about Besta and stuff in Swedish.
Yeah. Well, my girlfriend, whenever I tell her any of the Swedish names, she just laughs and says, "That's just a made-up name. That's not real." We were walking through IKEA, and I probably said about 100 different names to her, and she was like, "Yeah, that's still not a real one." And the only one she said was real was the picture frames, which are called Ribba, and she said that was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that's like is that like boner or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly. So wait a minute. All the names in IKEA, they're not any Swedish words at all of any kind.
No, I had a really funny conversation.
Some
are and some aren't. But I had a funny conversation with it was Christian actually. What happened was he was asking about, you know, in the reviews we use where is it? Copy over there. We use like the turntable thing. So it's like a black disc, and you just put it on so you can turn things around. And he said to me, I've been trying to find it on IKEA for about half an hour. What's it called? And I said, well, we just call them Lazy Susans. So he's typing it in, and he goes, I found it. These fucking stupid Swedish bastards calling it snudda. And he's just like, you know, made up stuff like that. Like snudda, yeah.
That's funny.
So Infomaniac's been messaging, but Google's so rubbish, and it's just coming up now, but I think he done it a little while ago. He said he gets some of his signatures done in Forbidden Planet in Liverpool, and he had to wait 3.5 hours to basically get, you know, something signed by David Morrissey. And to be honest with you, I mean, 3.5 hours is nothing compared to when we were queuing up at Stan Lee and you for a hissy fit and went home.
Well, what did I do?
I saw the old movie video where you got the tattoo thing. That was.
Oh yeah, God. Yeah, no. There was another time when George brought his a couple of bases with him to get signed by Stan Lee, and George went mad and basically stormed off and went home. So yeah.
Yeah, because dude, the guy was like, you know, we walked in there, we spent ages trying to get into the building in the LFCC. They kept walking us around in circles. When we finally got in there, we got into Stan Lee. We grab a number, and it's like that scene from Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
We grabs the fucking number, and it's like about 20. It's like fucking the piece of paper is like about 6 inches long. And I was like, oh shit. And he was like, yeah. What? And I was like, what number are we on now? It was on like 4, and I had like 40,737 or something stupid like that. So I was like, yeah, this isn't happening. I'm not.
When I went to uni, we had to like queue to get queue tickets to parties. That was insane. So queue 2 times. Typically Swedish, by the way.
Well, it's too expensive to drink in Sweden, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why we have pre-parties. We get drunk before we go out.
yeah, and you just drink glug.
Stephen, wasn't it you that was slagging off our beer choices, bro? Didn't you have a problem with our beer choices that we kept
No,
using
that
crap
wasn't me.
beers? Like,
No,
is that not you?
no, that's
I
not me.
managed to find. I went shopping and I managed to find in Tesco's, believe it or not, I managed to find 2 really cool English beers that I've never seen before in my life. And the hilarious part of it is they, one of them is called Cubanistro. So it doesn't even sound remotely English, but it's like brewed in Gloucester. So I was like, yeah, it's quite a cool bottle. So now I've got them. I'm going to use them in the reviews. They look fucking awesome.
You asked about conventions before. Have any one of you been to San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh, no, I'd love to go.
It's a dream,
I'd love to
bro.
go, but it's, I
went online to check for tickets and then went like insanely fast. So
they sold out in
Seconds.
minutes. They sold out in minutes, and basically, the thing is, a lot of people actually said the last year, New York Comic Con was better than San Diego last year. Apparently,
okay,
that's what a lot of people said.
it's closer for us to go there in a way. That's
Yeah,
why.
I mean,
I'd like to go to New York.
I need to know when the New York Comic Con tickets go up because I'm in New York that weekend possibly, so I need to know. And you know, I've kind of jumped on board because my girlfriend's taking her sister for her birthday, and I said, yeah, I'll come along. So it was meant to be my girlfriend, her sister for her 30th, her sister's boyfriend, and me, but then they broke up, so it's like. Yeah, I still want to go. You know, so, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll probably end up being on my own the whole time, but we'll see.
Just a question.
I would come.
The new blue Batman?
Get for a statue or something.
Oh yeah, the new blue Batman. Oh god, it's tough. I mean, we were talking about this sort of variant side of things earlier, and it's a bit like. I don't know. Is it just like? I mean, it does look good. It does.
Are we talking about the Batman? Are we talking about the Batman here?
But I do think they needed to do something different with it. Really, I mean, they needed to mix up the base, or they need to do something a bit. I don't know if the base goes with it. And a lot of people are saying that the Batman is too bulky for that Batman.
Really? Does it come with 2
Well,
heads?
yeah, they say yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
George keeps on.
Yo,
Yo.
my brother is here.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Mr. Deep, what's going on, son?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude, I can hear you. The whole fucking street can hear you. Don't worry about that.
All right, cool. What's up? Hey, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec.
I think going back to that conversation.
I feel
Batman,
less manly now.
Yeah, I feel quite feminine at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, does it come with 2 heads?
I think going back to that Batman. I think it looks nice. I'm not really a big fan of the suit. Huh?
Does it come with 2 heads?
It doesn't. I don't.
It's
know.
not
It doesn't
announced
really
probably until
actually.
tomorrow, is it?
It comes up
It
on
happens,
Thursday. Not tomorrow, dude.
Sorry,
Monday. It comes up
I've lost
Thursday.
track of dates. Yeah, so Thursday. Sorry, it comes out Thursday, and I don't know because you have to think about it. It probably will have 2 heads because the regular is not an exclusive, is it? So sometimes with the variants they don't have the exclusive part of it. Actually, then again, Deadpool didn't have 2 heads. Sorry. It's a good question, Stephen. I don't know.
Yeah, but then you've got to go back to the Deadpool. The red Deadpool, the exclusive is the chicken. It isn't the other head.
Yeah.
So the variant Deadpool doesn't have the switch out head. So
The regular red one had 2 heads.
it does, but the exclusive is the red exclusive is the chicken, isn't it? So that's the piece. I mean, the variant Deadpool doesn't have 2 heads. I was hoping it would do, but it doesn't. So maybe it won't have 2 heads. Maybe it, the variant won't. We'll have to. I guess we'll all know on Thursday. But I like it, man. I think it's nice. I like the colours on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it looks pretty sweet. I think we'll
It will be interesting. I mean, it's like it's one of those things though where there's a lot of comments at the moment on all the groups, and a lot of people always want to bitch about something anyway. And yeah, they're all bitching about the variants and how Sideshow are cheap and Sideshow are trying to make as much money as possible and whatever else. But yeah, Sideshow are a business. That's what it's about. You
Yeah,
know,
but
and,
listen,
of course. And the thing is, as well, is that Pop Culture Shock does it from day one. They
yeah,
release a piece, as I said, like probably last week. I don't know the numbers, but say Raiden, for example, he's got like 350 of Player One exclusive. He's got 150 of Player Two exclusive. That's 500, and then he's got an open end of Player One regular, which will probably be
yeah,
500. So that's 1,000 pieces. But because of the
yeah.
way they
It's no
split it
different.
into three different categories, people are thinking they're getting a lot lower run, and you
Yeah,
know, it's the
it's all
same,
a game.
exactly the same
Yeah,
pose. It's just like
yeah.
different cloth. There's nothing special about it.
Oh, it's the deception, isn't it? It's like that Oro. They release 4 different types of Oro. They put in, different colours and different like little bits, little slight variations, not massive, but slight. And then people think they're getting a steal, but it's the same thing. They're just variants. There's 4 variants with all different numbers.
The version I got has got a tortoise on the base.
It's
Isn't that
about
good?
what how you really like to be deceived. It's up to you how you want to take it. I mean, Sideshow. I'm surprised it's long, bro.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's taken them so long to figure it out. And why not?
Yeah.
Why haven't they done it sooner? To be honest with you, I mean, it's as you say when you said earlier, you're always going to have 2 people on the side, each side of the track, where you're going to have one set of people who have the original and are upset with them releasing the new variant, and then you're going to have people who missed the original and they want the variant. So you
Blatant.
please everyone every time. But sorry, do you want to do the introduction with Keith, George?
What's that, brother?
You're going to do the introduction with Keith.
Yeah, Keithy boy, can you hear me now? You on the chat, brother? You back?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So now that you're on here, introduce yourself. Tell us what you collect.
All right. Yeah, like you said, my name's Keith, and I collect anything I like, man. Whatever I like, that's what I buy.
That's it,
But,
man.
yeah,
So
mainly,
let's
I
break
mean,
down. What's your top 5 pieces of your collection, bro?
top 5. Vampirella, PF.
Top 5. Yeah, I saw the video, man. Congrats.
Hulk Maquette.
Number 2.
Red Sonja.
3.
This Catwoman now. She's badass. I like her.
Yeah.
I've heard some really good comments about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like my little message there, Keith? Did you like that?
I'm telling you, man. I swear, oh man, these dudes, man, on these sites, man, they crack me up.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
This is crazy people, man. He's like taking pictures of his Catwoman and like of all the, so they're taking all shots of all of her and just like showing you that there's no flaws and it's perfect. Some dude puts a comment going like, why are you taking close-ups of a toy? And I just had to say, dude.
Yeah, you cut off. You had to say, dude, and then you cut off. No, that Catwoman's really impressive. I mean, what's his name? The Long Shot 1982, he got one, and he said it's one of his best pieces, and he's got some really good pieces. I mean, he's got a load of great pieces, and he just said, it's definitely the piece of the year.
Yeah, it looks great, man. The sculpt is great. I mean, everybody has their opinion, man. Like I hear quite a few people in reviews saying like the outfit's not tight enough. There's too much room in the crotch, and it's like, have you ever seen a real woman wear that kind of suit? It's a little bit of room in the crotch, man. Like, I don't get it, man. People, their expectations are just insane, man. But I mean, for me, it's good. I had the exclusive ordered because Sideshow, they put out another batch of exclusives, so I had that on order. But what happened was I went to my comic book shop, and the owner, Mike, was there, and he actually had a few left. So I kind of like to support the comic book stores. So what I did was I bought it from there, and then I canceled mine on Sideshow. So.
No, definitely. I think I've done like a little video where I'd done a video before where I bought some stuff, and it was like a little comic book haul. And then when I was doing the video, I realised the guy really undercharged me. and I contacted the comic book shop, and I said to them, yeah, when I paid for the thing, I thought he said to me, yeah, it's £40, blah blah blah, and I was like, shit, that's quite expensive. But I just paid. I went, and then when I looked at the actual receipt when I was doing the video afterwards, he said £14. But I just heard it as £40, so I just paid, and then I went back to the shop, and I owed them. They didn't charge me for the posters, so it was like £20. So I went back and gave the guy the £20, and I said to him, yeah, this comic book shop's been around since I was a kid, and it's important to me, and I've got some good memories of it, so it's important to do that, and yeah, I mean, it's £40 to someone, but if it's like an independent business, that's still a fair bit of their profit.
So do you actually mean that you went home and you know exactly how much you paid, and then you just felt bad, and you were like, yeah, I better chuck these dudes some money because I'm like a cheap bastard.
I am a cheap bastard, but still, I mean, like, normally I'd be like, fucking score, £20, yeah. I mean, obviously, if I went to if I went to the supermarket and they undercharged me £20, or if I went to, somewhere else, I'll just go, yeah, that's their fault, fuck them. But I just felt to myself, well, I felt quite bad, and actually, I went there and I went out my way and I went and paid him. The guy was really happy.
I love that place, Standard. I still love that place.
That's Mega City, yeah? Mega City Comics in Camden Town, yeah.
Isn't quite New York, but it'll
No.
Yeah, the place I went to is called Royal Collectibles, and the owner, Mike, he's really cool. What he usually does is he'll give me the price of the statue minus the shipping. But sometimes, like, he doesn't really keep up with it as much as we do. Like, when I bought the Catwoman, he had a Batman there. I was like, I'll be back for that Batman. I put some money on it, but he still had it. He had it for like $5.75. I said, they're still on Sideshow. He had no idea. He thought they were sold out on Sideshow. So I was like, yeah, man, you gotta drop that price though, bro. So he's like, all right, he gave it to me for $3.99. Just gotta let him know. With it? Well, I put some money on it, and I'm gonna pick the Batman up next week. But yeah, as far as the Catwoman, man, I love it, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that Batman's just. Are you now having second thoughts now this new one's been released?
No, I already knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted on Google Plus as soon as I saw that classic Catwoman. I posted a picture of her, and I was like, I want to pre-order this one. And I was like, I have a feeling a blue-colored Batman's coming. That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. It's funny though, man, because even with the situation, it doesn't matter. Even if they release, 7 of those modern Batman, I still prefer the black one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't change nothing. I'm still going to keep the black one because I love that black one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The black is my favorite. Yeah.
It's just the Batman I'm familiar with. It's the one I remember. It's mostly the one I'm familiar. That I think that modern one. That they say that's a modern one, but isn't that from an older time?
Yeah, I think it's more classic, isn't it?
Well, they're calling it a modern Batman, though, isn't it? That ain't no modern Batman. That's from a long time ago, isn't it? I'm sure it is.
Well, is it more the one that they're doing? Isn't that more like the Jim Lee version, or not? Am I talking rubbish?
Ours is the black. The one we've got is the Jim Lee. I'm sure it is. The black one is.
I got a message from Kin Shin, but I can't read. The thing is, like, the thing with Google Plus, is when you post a chat.
Yeah.
When you post the chat, people can comment on that. When you then post, when you have the chat, people can comment on that, and people can comment in about 5 different places. And then what happened was, I didn't get a message. I think Stephen sent me a message saying, like, invite me now, or where's my invite, or something. And I didn't get that till, like, 2 days after or something, because Google's crap. So if anyone wants to message me, try messaging me on the Q&A on the actual Google Plus, so Q&A at the side of the chat, or message me on Facebook, and that's probably the better way is Facebook, because then I'll get that straight up without having to try and track it down. But Kin Shin sent me a message, and just I don't know what you've sent me, Kin Shin, because I can't find it now. But shout out to Kin Shin. So yeah,
yo.
But I hate Google Plus. I've got to say that.
Yeah, but everybody says that, doesn't it? It's not exactly user-friendly, is it? I'm surprised I can even get on it. My phone dies from now and then and throws me out of the chat, and then I need to get back in it again. It's like a fucking fight. But, you know what I mean? It's you don't appreciate the sunshine without a little rain, brother. You know what I mean?
But Keith, you got your Conan Fury of the Beast, didn't you?
Yeah, man, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it.
We're having the same conversation about that because
Yeah.
I've got a deal going on, and I'm gonna be getting a Conan Fury of the Beast hopefully. And
Dude, how big is that piece?
32 inches, I think.
I don't measure them. I don't. It's tall. It's heavy, man.
Which one you getting, Alex? The white
Sorry?
one or the black one?
Well, I mean, I was trying to get a black one before, and
I like the white one.
I actually I had quite a good deal, and then the shipping came into effect, and from California to London was about $500, and
Shit.
it weren't happening. Yeah, so then they looked into other options, and I think in the end it was about $250 still, and with tax and whatever else, it just made it not really that cheap anymore.
I don't know why, man. I just like the white one. I think the white one's nice.
Sorry, I am getting the white one, but there was also someone sent me some pictures of someone selling a black one that someone painted white. And, they were selling it. They were selling it for $300. So basically, yeah, the regular is white, the exclusive is black, which is a lot more expensive, and someone actually painted the exclusive white. But the problem was they made all the...
that dude's my hero. That's another hero right there.
Yeah,
I like that dude, the hero.
But they made all the chests like really pink, the hands were really pink, all the vines were like
Congo.
really...
It's like Congo gorilla.
All the vines were like really like fluorescent green, and he fucking destroyed it, and then he was trying to get rid of it cheap. So basically, yeah, could have got it for like, a proper deal for $300. But no, I should be getting a deal, and I mean I should be getting it. Fuck, I'm trying to work out now dollars and pounds. $460, $480.
Dollars. So that's about what? That's good money, man. That's good money.
Yeah.
There's an eBay seller selling one, isn't
It's a
it?
good price. Shit.
What's that?
There's an eBay seller in the UK selling one, isn't it? Trotters Independence or something?
That's who it is. Yeah, that's who I'm getting off of. I'm trading them with something.
Oh, so.
So I mean, I did a trade with Mike Wells. He wanted a Hellboy, the new Hellboy premium format.
Yeah.
And he was selling a Ultron Comic Kit exclusive for £400
With Vision Head.
With the Vision Head, and I said, I knew that Emma Jones wanted the Ultron, and she had that. So I spoke to her, spoke to Mike. I bought Mike yesterday the Hellboy. I've shipped it to his house direct from eBay, and I'll be going to collect the Ultron off him, and then I'll be going to take it to Emma and getting it off her. So yeah.
Round trip, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you know, I get to see. Well, we're going to go see Mike anyway.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
We're going to try and do a few meet up with collectors and try and actually do like a kind of like an interview with them and get
some of their highlighted pieces.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a little while, but we just haven't got round to it. We just
it's been in the pipe works in it for ages. It's just getting the time to actually take a day, drive up there, and just review people's, go through their highlights and talk about what got them into the hobby in the first place, because everybody's different. I mean, everybody has their story, don't they?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just one of those things where it would just be nice. And as I say, I didn't want to upset the guys who were actually normally on the chat, but I had to kind of say to them that you're not on it for a week, and I didn't mean it in a bad way, but I was kind of saying to them that we need to get new people on, we need to kind of expand the community, kind of make it so that you get more people involved, and they took it a bit personally. They took it a bit like, well, fuck you then if you don't want to talk to us. And it wasn't like that,
man, but that's not it. That's never been it.
So, but no, it's about
don't feel bad about it. Don't feel bad. It was a united decision, and the bottom line was, at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that are requesting to come on the chat, and we need to keep it open for everybody so people can come on and get involved and say what they want to say, and and see what they want to see. It's not going to be,
After the chat that was on, I think 2 weeks ago, we had quite a lot of chat requests just to do the two of us. So, except Yeah, that was a fucking shambles, fucking mess. Get rid of everyone and just do the two of you so we can hear you.
Do you know what? Do you know what? One person can come on and just with the wrong type of attitude, man, can make it very hard for everybody else. And you just got to like say, you know what? Peace and love, brother. Peace and love. You know, go out and do your thing. But at the end of the day, shit. Let's keep it together a little bit, man. When we're together, let's try and all be able to talk if we need to be. I just think, to be honest with you, man, it's not ever personal, you know. I wish I could get like a week off. If someone's to give me a fucking week off, I'll take it. I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm happy, man.
You can have next week off if you want, George.
Yep.
Easter Monday, you know, we can have the week off.
Oh shit! Yeah. Who's
Well,
got any
guys need
plans?
to work
Anybody
more.
doing anything for Easter?
Me or yeah? Well, I mean, I was meant to be in Sweden. I was meant to be going to Sweden. I was meant to be going to see my girlfriend's family, and was going to go visit Thomas. You know, I could have signed your Hulk base for you. No.
Keith, what's
With
Easter
the
like
pissed
over
face
there, man, in New York, bro? What are you up to?
Wait, what's up?
It's all cut off there.
What's Easter like in New York, brother? What are you up to over there?
Me
Family
personally,
time?
yeah, just time with family, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean, nothing really special, man. I just, I'm always working, bro. So,
yeah.
even around Easter.
Yeah, it's fine. I had to take some holiday to get some time off, man. But I need to chill my beans a bit, man. I've been cracking on a lot, so it's nice. And thankfully, I think we've got so many reviews in the bank at the moment. We're okay until about October.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got to edit most of them, and yeah, it's taking. I've got. Well, I don't really do a lot of editing, but just kind of put them up, and I need to work on a new intro because you know that intro's going to get boring quite quickly. So you know, it's going to be one where probably
with your Christian Bale voice.
Yeah. It took me quite a long time to get that voice right, but yeah. But as I say, you have to do a different one. We should get Keith to do the intro because with his voice.
Yeah, Keith, man, do the intro with that voice, brother.
Rather than me going, warning. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, is like when Keith starts speaking, there's an estrogen level in women that start just sitting up and listening to his voice, man. You know, estrogen starts bubbling. It starts going like that. And they're like, who's that? Who's that dude? Who the fuck is that dude?
Well, I said that before he came on the chat before, and I think I was replaying a part of it. And all of a sudden, Keith came in, and all of a sudden my girlfriend just sat up and was a bit like, who's that? Who's that talking now? Who's that? But the thing is, he didn't have his video on, did he? So he just had like a picture.
No, it was just his voice. It was just his voice.
Yeah, she's like, who is it? Who is it? I was like, yeah, shut up, woman.
It's funny though, because after my wife's heard Keith's voice, I sort of walk around the house going, yeah, let's do that. I still can't get it right. Now you want to go shopping? Yeah, let's go.
You just gotta get a flu, man. Then it's okay.
That's it, man. That's the one. I'm sure that's what Keith's got. He's got permanent flu. He doesn't really sound like that, really. But to be honest, man, I think this variant thing that's coming out is going to be exciting. I'm hoping they're going to bring out some pretty nice pieces. If anything I missed, it's going to be an exciting time. I'm definitely in for that dark side, man. I saw some pictures of that the other week, and that looked stupid. I can't wait to get that.
Well, I mean, the thing that because I was looking for a Wolverine, and I was looking for the PF, and I was looking for the Comic Cat. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, which one should I get? And I've seen the Comic Cat because Gary brought it over. I haven't seen the PF in person, but a lot of people bitch about it a lot. But then I was considering, I made a deal with for a Comic Cat exclusive that had slight damage on it, and I was going to send it to Ian. It was just one of the heads.
Yeah.
Send it to Ian to repair, and I was thinking, yeah, that's quite a good price. I was working on that, and then Sanchez goes, yeah, Sideshow have made a brown Wolverine, and they're going to release that at some point. But yeah, and I was just like, oh, okay, I'm not going to look anymore. You know, I'm just going to wait for Sideshow to release a brown Wolverine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to be honest. I'd get that as well.
Well, it's just the XM piece. XM is just so expensive, and it's just like
For us, it's a bit hard.
For everyone. I mean, for the Americans as well. I mean, but and even for the Swedes. I mean, Thomas got the Black Widow, and the shipping was ridiculous. The shipping was like £190 or something just to get shipped to Sweden.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that sucks being here. So.
Well, no, it's the same. It's the same getting shipped to the UK as well. I mean, Thanos is going to get Thanos to my hand. For me to get that hit to me, it's going to cost me about £850.
Wow, shit.
So that's like $1,300, and I'm thinking to myself, shit, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? And I was actually offered. I was offered a Deadpool regular red and £150 for my pre-order, which I paid £100 for. So I was thinking to myself, I should have done that, but now the guy's got one. But yeah, definitely should have done that. BMR says hello anyway. He just sent me a message saying he can't make it on, but sends his love, says hello. Says he's going to try and get on in the next couple of weeks. So
definitely, man.
So yeah, we'll see him.
Well, definitely, that's the key in it, man. It's good to get my brother on as well, Keith. It's nice to see your face, brother. It's been chatting to you for a long time, so I'm happy you're on here, man.
Yeah, brother. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, dude. I told you. Fucking neighbours can hear you. He could be knocking on my door. It's going to be the woman as well. It won't be the guy. It'll be the woman. Who the fuck's in your house? Who's that dude with the voice? I'm surprised my wife ain't come in here yet.
Oh, man.
Dude, you work a little bit like, so when you talk to people, it must be the same. They must be like, dude, what are you doing? How you doing? You know what I mean?
Actually, I'm starting some voiceover lessons in June because my main job is a bodyguard, like celeb stuff like that. And one of the writers on this set, he was like, you know what? Give me one sec.
Well, there was a funny thing about there was a guy in London who he was on the underground and he used to do all the announcements and he would actually like talk every time that there was a stop. He'd be like, "Hey guys, this is King's Cross," and and he actually like they went and found him. There's like the same sort of thing where like to do voiceovers and the same kind of thing. And he had like he done a lot of radio voiceovers, but yeah, sort of similar. Like deep voice, husky voice.
So Keith, am I going to be hearing your voice on a big screen, son?
Well, I mean, yeah. So one of the writers, me and him are good friends. So he's like, you know what, man, you should do voiceover work. He's like, you make a lot of money. You don't have to really quit your day job because you can fit it around your schedule. Like especially if you got like a studio set up in your home, which I do. I got like recording software. I have a microphone because I dabble in making music too. That was like my big passion. I learned while I was in Japan. So I used to be in the Air Force. So
wow.
Yeah, I was stationed over there for 4 years. So that's where I learned to make some music.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, man, I enrolled starting June, and it's free because I still have my like the military has that GI Bill where they pay for your tuition and stuff like that. So I was like, might as well do it, man.
Good.
No, definitely.
Sounds great, bro. I'm going to be listening now for you, man. You need to hit me up if you're on anything, so I can tell my wife to leave the fucking room.
Two trailers, maybe.
Be like, bitch, go make me some D. Give me some D, man.
Oh man, yo, you guys are great, man. I love you guys, man.
Yeah, cheers.
How's it going, Bruno? You're back.
You're back. You got rid of your kids.
No, I just came for a smoke.
Go have a little cigarette break, and
Yeah.
Jump back on the chat, man. That's it. We're still here. So we're still here. That's madness, isn't it?
Hey, I got a question real quick though.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I think I heard somewhere that they were making a new Spider-Man comic cat. Is that true or no? Sideshow.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I think you're talking about last week's show when John Sanchez. I think when he said comic cat, I think he meant market because I think they were talking about doing a like an Amazing Spider-Man and Green Goblin markets for the movies.
Oh, okay.
but there is, as Bruno was saying, there is a new premium format which they done on the 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah, that picture I saw. That's why I got a little confused.
Well, I think because I picked up on that as well because Sanchez said it last week, and he said Comiquette, and I think he meant Marquette, which was a movie version, but they scrapped it.
Yeah, because he talked about that. Oh, did they? Did they scrap it?
They scrapped it because basically Amazing Spider-Man 2 was shit, and the Green Goblin in it looked terrible, so they thought, we're not going to waste our time with that, so. And I guess as well because it's Sony, Marvel. Marvel probably said, "Yeah, fuck Sony. We don't want anything promoting them." But I don't know. But yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, I need a Spider-Man now, man. I bought that Green Goblin. I got that Carnage. I'm a big shit now. I need a Spider-Man.
Speak to Danny.
What's that?
You can speak to Danny. Danny makes Spider-Man.
Oh,
I need to speak to Steven because he's got a spare Comiquette. Steven, give me that Comiquette, man. Get me up, man.
Yeah, Comiquette's nice too, yeah. But Danny does some customs that are really cool.
Yeah, Danny's got the one. He's got the tree, hasn't he? He's got the red one with the kind of little waistcoat thing. It's a clone Spider-Man. He's got the 2099 and he's got the regular.
No, he's got the 2099.
Yeah.
He's got the Superior Spider-Man. That's the one I got.
Yeah.
And he got the Amazing. Just with the web under his armpits there.
Oh, the old school. I love that one, man, from back in the day.
Well, Danny's down the road from where I work. He's in London.
Yeah.
Far from me, so So I sold him a few comics recently. So yeah. But no, I was talking to him, and actually, it was funny enough. I was talking to Danny about last week because I was talking about getting something commissioned, but it just worked out so expensive, and I just thought to myself,
to commission is to buy a commission is one thing. To get something commissioned, remortgage your house.
I mean, Danny basically called me mad and just said it's not going to happen, and and I was like, basically, I wanted a quarter scale Guyver, and luckily this weekend at Monsterpalooza they announced the bust, so I'm quite lucky.
Looks nice. Looks really nice, man.
I'll just go for that.
That looks serious shit. That does.
Pay the £2,000 mortgage of my house to actually buy the commission. It probably turns out shit as well.
Exactly.
I'll tell you something, man. I think there's some serious good stuff coming out. I'm excited because I mean that Lycan bust looks fucking crazy, man. And that Lycan bust looks real serious. That Guyver looks a bit special. Got Darkseid coming out soon. It's gonna smash it. That Darkseid looks mad.
I saw the Lycan bust at Simon's house, and yes, that's what made me realise that when the Guyver came out, I probably would have been a bit like, yeah, it looks great, but it's just so much money. But from seeing the Lycan bust up close, it's amazing. I mean, the detail.
I kind of want that.
And I kind of look at things really closely. It really pisses George off. I mean, when I go and we do the reviews, you unbox something of George's, and I was looking at it like so close, and I'd be like, yeah, a little paint defect there.
You don't look at things, man. You take my puck lights and you shine it on it like you're interrogating the statue, man. And then you're like going, yeah, and you spend ages. I catch you looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck, man? If my naked eye hasn't seen it, leave it alone. Put the shit down. I don't want to know.
But I'm really bad. I'm really bad like that. But the thing is, when I was looking over the Lycan, it was flawless. There was no errors. There was no mistakes anywhere. And it looked great. The teeth were amazing.
That's ECC, right?
Amazing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it is ECC.
Yeah. So and that's the thing as well. As
Creature Collectible, something like that.
I'm really surprised because they're doing an Iron Man and they're doing a Hulk, which is new for them.
That Hulk, bro.
Hey guys, I gotta go again.
All right, man.
Bruno,
Speak
thanks
to you
for
next
coming
time.
back, brother.
Take care, Bruno.
Good.
All right, brother. Be good, man.
But yeah, that Hulk's massive.
Yeah, I knew you'd get horny for that Hulk.
That
I knew that'd be up your street, man. It's got proper hair on it as well. You know that. It looks serious. 1/3 scale.
Man.
Shit.
Are you gonna get it?
Someone put up the measurements, and it was something like 42 tall, 35 wide, and it was 32 deep. It was something ridiculous like that. And if you don't know where you're going to put the Conan Fury of the Beasts, man. You're going to struggle with that.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's he's got his fists, and he's got his fist up against the Hulk's fist, and it's the same size. I mean, when you get like
Be right back.
comic hat, you know, whatever is a bit different, but this is actually like the same size as a man hand, you know, so it's crazy.
I gotta make room, bro.
I've got to make room.
Titan's awesome.
Oh, dude.
I gotta make room, man.
Dude,
Bad
do
thing.
you know what? It makes me nervous because, you know, these things, you get them, man, and you just put them over there, no bloody box, no glass, just looking at you, and you think to yourself, shit, you know? Imagine something twice the size, man. That's like 24 inches, twice the size. It's like...
No, it's massive.
I need to give that guy a bed, a spare room, fucking some food.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, after seeing your
Crazy.
after seeing your premium format, I mean, I've got the green one coming in.
I've got to get all sorted.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, where the fuck am I going to put that? You know, yeah, I'm going to struggle to put that anywhere. But I'll make room again, as Keith says. But that's not 42 inches tall or whatever it was, and 30 inches wide and 35 inches deep, and that's just ridiculous size.
Yeah, man. I can't
The
wait.
depth is more of a problem than the height.
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
You're right. It is.
Yeah.
Depth is a killer.
Because basically, with the say for example, with the bestas either side, you could have a 5-foot statue if you really wanted to, but that's the tall, how tall it is. But then when you got the width and the depth, yeah, obviously that changes things. But
you'd have to get like a 5-foot statue of Mr. Bean or someone really skinny so that you could fit them in there, and they'd just be like sort of like that, you know what I mean? Because they wouldn't be able to have their irons out and nothing like that. The problem with them bestas is that width-wise, details, they're only around, the details are only around 15 inches, 15 and a half inches wide, so it limits you. You got to angle everything. I mean, even Colossus, man, you got to angle that, you see?
Well, that's why. I mean, I've got the 1/3 Scorpion, and I think if I get the 1/3 Sub-Zero, I'll probably keep them for a while, and because they'll fit in a Detolf, because
they're amazing. Yeah,
you know,
both of them.
They're tall, but they're like, you know, they're easy to display. They've got their arms down, so I can get them both in one Detolf. So when displaying won't be an issue for that. But then you got even something like that Terminator. I mean, I've struggled to put anything else with him because he's fucking got his gun right out, and you can't, you know, you have to put something like I think Simon's got a bust underneath it.
That would work.
Cool, but
that would work. Yeah, that would
everything
work.
I've tried to put in there with it doesn't work because his gun just covers their face or goes behind them and it doesn't work. And I've even seen two people, and what they've done is they put that Terminator into a Detolf and they took off the gun that's sticking out. Obviously, he's got one arm because they've taken off the gun that sticks out to fit it into the Detolf. I think he's an Australian guy.
It's just like that. It's just like that.
It's just like that. It's got like a little stub hand, and the gun's on the front of it.
Well, dude, you didn't do too much better with your Captain America. You got the exclusive, and you got the two regular hands, and because you've got it in some stupid display. Now he's got no hand.
No, he has got a hand now. No.
Oh, you've done it now.
That was because I moved him into another display, and then the regular hands are up in the loft. So I had him with no arm for about a month. So yeah.
So like he's putting his arm up to wave his soldiers forward, and he's been blown off in the process. He's like putting his arm shot off. Jesus Christ, it's terrible, man.
He's all right. I mean, the thing is, he's quite sad, but I don't know if he really goes with my collection, to be honest with you. So I might.
Well, give him to me. He'll go with my collection.
Give him to you, yeah.
It's
of course.
Fine, dude. Actually, do you know what? He's one of them ones. You know what happens is you start thinking about how big a piece is. You start thinking about the size of it, and you get obsessed about that. So it's like, oh, it's 22 inches. That's perfect. And then you think, I don't fucking want it. I don't want a Pee Wee Herman statue, even if it fits. I just don't want it. It's fucking terrible. You know what I mean? Now I'm stuck with. I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, that great Ultron, that's 21 inches tall. That'll fit perfectly into my display. And I'm thinking to myself, that looks quite nice. So I might have to pick that up.
Well,
if anybody knows anybody, hit me up.
As I say, there's that guy. I mean, I'll see if I can get in touch with him again on Facebook. But he's stuck it up again at £500 or whatever, and He's had
Nah,
it.
man, 350's my limit, bro.
Yeah.
350
He's
is my
literally
limit. I can't
had
pay.
it on eBay for. Oh, it's got to be 6 months. Don't you think, Stephen? You've seen it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
keep it
was
on
500
eBay.
quid.
Well, yeah, but he wanted 400 when I asked him last time, and it was on eBay at 400.
So is anybody else up for anything? Does anybody want anything? Now's the time to air it if anybody's after anything in particular.
I'll go first. The Gentle Giant Black Widow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the little clear boxes.
With a retailer, and they let me down, sort of thing. So you can't buy any Marvel licensed stuff from Gentle Giant direct.
Shit. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
Because all the Americans, they have to like be a member, don't they, or something?
Yeah.
I remember David saying that he was a member, and because he was a member, he had to pay, I don't know, $100 or whatever, or $50. But then they give him 2 busts for that money, so he has to pay that membership kind of thing. And it was like, I think he got the Magneto zombie, and he got the Daredevil Gentle Giant bust. But the thing is, he had to pay for the membership to buy the things. But yeah, as you say, but that's a nice piece, though. I mean, I'm not sure about the bases, though. I mean, clear bases. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things you have to see in person.
And I think they're really nice.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, folks. I gotta run. I gotta meet my cousin at the gym, man. He's on his way there. So.
All right, man. It's good to see you on here.
Be lucky, Keith, brother. It's lovely catching up, brother.
Always a pleasure. G, my brother.
Nice meeting you.
G.
Yeah.
Keith, man, we'll chat soon, yeah? You know, I got you back on Google Plus, man. I'll see you soon.
All right, man. Sounds good. You're out. Be good, man. Yeah.
Take care, buddy.
Peace, man.
Right.
Later. Dude, I'm going to have to run as well shortly. I'm telling you, man, my wife's she's going to smash me up.
Yeah, me too.
She's going to be like, what have you been doing, man? It's just like not good.
Been chatting
I'm
to the
bounce
men
and
on
run.
chat rooms, yes.
That's it. I've been chatting to dudes, man. I've been chatting to dudes. Get your hand off me. I've been talking to guys. You ain't brothers. I'm going to love you and leave you, man.
All right, man.
Be lucky. Peace to everyone.
Right.
Steve-O, thanks for coming on the chat.
It's nice to speak to you as well.
Magnus, you see, I remember, bro. He
All
gave
right,
me the wrong
exactly.
name at the start. That's his fault. Yeah?
That was my fault. I'm sure for some reason I had Gladiator in mind and I was calling you Maximus. So yeah.
Magnus.
That's a good name
later,
as
bro.
well.
Thanks for coming on, man.
All right,
Steve-O, later.
I'm going to shoot up as well.
Later.
So yeah, catch you guys later, and thanks for coming on the show. Good show, guys.
Thank you.
Peace. Take care, guys.
Okay, so bye.
Bye.
Bye.